Today's verse of the day comes from the 25th chapter of the Gospel of Matthew. Matthew 25 contains three significant sections. It begins with a parable about being ready for the bridegroom and how there are 5 bridesmaids who are ready and 5 who are not. It's followed by the parable of the talents, which is also a parable about using our talents well while the master is away, because the master is going to return sometime and all of the servants will have to give an account. And then finally, we have the parable of the great judgment in Matthew 25, verses 31 to 46. What's so significant about these verses is that not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times we hear the repetition of, when did we see you naked and give you clothing, or hungry and give you food, or thirsty and give you something to drink, or when did we see you naked or in prison? And the righteous are surprised to find out that when they did these things for the least of their neighbors, they did it to the Lord. And those who unfortunately did not do these things for their neighbors are shocked and dismayed to find out that they are, to put it nicely, on the down elevator on the day of the great judgment, because they did not do these things. And Matthew 25 verse 40 says, "And the king will answer them, 'Truly I tell you, just as you did it to one of the least of these who are members of my family, you did it to me.'" Matthew 25 has been a very, very formative chapter, and the parable of the great judgment has been a very formative passage for me and my faith for many, many decades. The idea that every single person who comes to us, every single person we encounter, especially the poor, the needy, the vulnerable, the sick or imprisoned, the homeless, that every single one of these persons we are to welcome and to treat as if he or she were Jesus Christ himself. And that how on the day of judgment, Jesus is going to ask us to give an account for how we treated even the least of these. I pray that he will find that we have treated them with love and grace, with mercy and generosity.